So first and foremost, I'm really super humble in being here since I just joined Fluido last week. So everybody here is having more experience than I do. And I just want to share something. I was really doing loud in the pitch because I really want to gain you guys' attention. I'm talking with the developers. Can I see how many of you are writing code again, please? Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming here. I will make sure you will not regretting coming here. So this is my message. I have only one clear message I want to deliver to everybody. Okay, that's your task, please. So be happy Salesforce developer. What do I mean? So today in 2019, there's no reason we're not happy Salesforce developers. I really mean it. There's no reason we're not happy Salesforce developers. What do I mean by that? Please allow me to open that. So 2 years ago, I joined the Salesforce ecosystem. I went to a local meetup session with a bunch of programmers. We were there. We're doing roundtable introduction. So it went like this. My name is John. I'm a JavaScript developer. Very proud. My name's Python developer. I'm Lucy. And it came to me. I'm a Salesforce developer. Everybody pauses and is staring at me. I'm sorry, what developer? It's devastating in that room. Nobody knows what a Salesforce developer was. It was about 20 people in the room. I was the minority from the mainstreams. And on that same day, we talked a lot about the exciting stuff. By the time it was Git version controlling, we talk about continuous integration, continuous delivery. We talk about the Docker containers. We talk about the open source projects, all those like fluffy, really hot potatoes in the market. Everybody was super excited. I was excited too. I was there, part of the party, But in the end, I said, dudes, we don't really have any of these in Salesforce. I'm happy with you, but I just can't easily use them. People still look at me like dead in the face. They say, dude, do you want to get a job? So that was the story. I was not even in the room kind of like with them. I was like outside. I'm an alien to them. That was like 2 years ago. I want to say now, here, it's 2019. I want to share the stuff we already have in the Salesforce ecosystems for developers. The first one is Salesforce CLI, or sometimes we call it SFDX. How many of us have used SFDX, please? Cool stuff, right? Across platform, you can use Linux, macOS, Windows, same experience for all the developers interact with the Salesforce org. That's fantastic things. And then we have Scratch org, another fantastic thing. Anybody use that? In the work, especially in the work? None. Okay, none. So nice job. So that's the Docker container for Salesforce. It means you can spin up and tear down the Salesforce environment within seconds. You can do it like in seconds. 2 years ago, you couldn't imagine we can do this. What people do is like, I spin up a developer static org, I go launch, I come back, I pray it's ready for me. Now we're doing things in seconds. What else do we have? We now have modular development. We have second generation packaging. This is much newer. Anybody use the second generation packaging? It's called unlocked package. Lock the door, unlock the door. That's unlocked package. If you haven't used it, please have the company day to check what it is. That's the cutting edge stuff, That's the game changer in Salesforce for the development and the release management. So what else we got? We have Lightning Web Component, right? That was a big shout out when news was there in the Twitter. Everybody, all the developers are so excited because now we can write EX6 features. We're not like the aliens who only write those old JavaScript crap. And now we can even use React, Angular in a much smoother way in our solutions. But still here about Lightning Web Component, I want to highlight one more thing. it's more important than using those JavaScript new features. Now it's called web components. Why do I mention this? Because web component is part of the built-in feature in the browsers, okay? We're talking about Google, Chrome, Firefox, Safari, these like the rule makers they're making the games there. We're not talking about like third-party libraries like React, Angular, Vue.js, because those things change a lot. 5 years ago, we had Angular. It was a killer, right? Everybody wants to learn Angular. Then React came out. It took everything from Angular, almost killed Angular. And 2 years ago, we have Vue.js. It took half of the cake out. If you really want to chase in those bling stuff, be my guest. It's fine. But web component, it's the built-in thing from the browser vendors, you know. This is a totally different thing. It won't change. It's a stable thing. Salesforce take a really smart action is to follow that instead of chasing those third party. And I've talked with guys. They said we are making the manager packages. They shift from Angular totally to the Lightning Web Component because that's really the future here. They don't want to every 2 years to change a framework. There's nothing to do that. What else? In the open source world, we have Visual Studio Code, right? Salesforce tooling team did a fantastic job. If you haven't used that, you go there to the extension, you click one button to download everything you need for the Salesforce development, including Visual Force Page, Apex, Lightning Component, Lightning Web Component, everything. One button. I mean, people complaining, still complaining, but those guys, they really did a fantastic job. Think about those things. 2 years ago, we don't have this. If you still use the force.com, you can do that. But Visual Studio Code or the Illuminated Cloud is really, really good. So, I mean, I'm a Chinese. Usually, I don't talk really emotional. But here, I really want to beat this information into your head because there are too many developers. They're lousy. They're kind of whining all the time. But the foundation is there. Salesforce set a really fantastic foundation. You know, IBM couldn't do that. Oracle couldn't do that. Microsoft did a good job, but it took 8 years in the open source area to now they are a $1 trillion company. 8 years. We had only 2 years to build all these foundations. Of course, it's not perfect. So I want to share one more slide. So this is from the DX19 session. It's called the Lightning Web Component now can develop and test in the local environment. Maybe somebody already Googled that. Basically means now, at this moment, if you don't go to the preview, you have to save the file to the cloud. You have to come back to your browser, refresh that to see your changes, right? That's how it is. It took 5 seconds. And if you're a front-end developer, you need to do it 500 times in a project. 5 seconds each, 5 seconds each. I don't know how much time you're wasting. And now we can do it in the local. It's in preview. Everybody can go there. You can register. You can check the code. You can talk with the team, negotiate with them, give feedback. This is another breaking news. It's Lightning Web Components went open source. People say Lightning Web Components is slow. We have the locker service is slow. So instead of whining, why not contribute back? Why not? This is the Twitter message from Wade, one of the famous technology guy in the Salesforce field. He was super excited because once the things are open sourced, people really in the community in the Ohana start to contribute. Not just about us who are using these tools, they who are providing the tools, they are happy too. That's a win-win. So I really wish everybody could understand now we are on a fantastic, absolute right direction. And we're setting the stepping stones for all our developers. This is like the main message I want to deliver to you. And in the coming 2 years, these things you have to put in your CV if you're a Salesforce developer, because these are the future we need to learn. I just pause here because I don't know what to say anymore. I just hope, I really hope. This is the big picture I saw after talking with a lot of technologists in Salesforce and in Ohana. They tell me this, I kind of think about it, then I came up with this big picture. Nobody else told me, like, this is definitely the solution, but this is what I think, deep in my heart, I truly believe this. You know, the train is leaving. The train is leaving. Either jump on the train, enjoy this stuff together, or just be there, game over, unwinding. That's it. Thank you, guys. Hope it brings some information to you.